Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 4th through the 11th. This is a blitz reading. It's complementary to last week's reading because I felt like the energy had not shifted that much from last week. I'm redoing this for the second time today because we had a lot of construction noise coming from the building next door here. So I felt the need to go back and redo these readings that I had rushed through. I felt like the energy was quite rushed and I was doing less intuitive channeling and more reading the cards, and I always like to incorporate both. So for Taurus who are falling in love and searching for love, we have the 9 of coins, and we also have the 7 of coins. And this for me is consistent with the energy that we had earlier for Taurus, which I felt like Taurus is being tempted by someone or something. Taurus is being tempted, and they are debating if they should give up even the bird in the hand. You see, then she has a bird in the hand, and we have the bush here. It feels like Taurus feels mentally even compromised in a way that they are thinking about giving up what they already have for something new because it seems better, but deep down inside they know that it's not better. They're just tempted. They're tempted by a situation, by a person right now. They are being put through the test to see what their integrity level is right now for Taurus. We have guilt. Again, this temptation. Maybe you've already succumbed to this and you're not better for the experience. You're dealing with a lot of guilt now. And this, it doesn't necessarily have to be physically manifesting a relationship with someone. It can just be pervasive thoughts that you can't get someone out of your mind. It can also be other vices that you are participating in that you want to stop, that you feel are pulling you away from a loving, committed partnership and relationship. We have the Regulator, Major Arcana. This, again, are both cards of reflection, having knowledge and experience, having great moral depth of character as well. And you may be doubting yourself because of this temptation or seduction or seductive person or seductive ideas. It can also be about money, by the way. Wanting more money than what you have and being seduced by material wealth, material aspects of someone or something, or physical beauty, or physical assets. So let's see, for those of you in problematic relationships, if anything's popping up right now. For those of you in challenging relationship, having relationship challenges, it looks like it's because you need to put perhaps a bit more time into the relationship. Also, the other person may need to put more time and dedication into the relationship. Perhaps you've been busy or distracted with other things. This is consistent with the energy that we've had for Taurus. This is the 3 of Cups. I just pulled the extra one because I was curious to see where that was going. This is falling more back into the temptation. Maybe if you're having problems in a committed relationship, it's because you have been hanging out with your friends too much or partying too much, looking for company and entertainment elsewhere besides in your relationship. This can also be being too much of a workaholic, focus quite a bit on work. I want to see where we are. We have the Warrior card, Major Arcana. So it looks like you're not really ready to step away from any committed relationship. You may have a lot of disagreements and arguments, again, about even resources. It can also be about money, but it looks like you're working it out. It looks to be relatively minor. So for work, we have the Justice card. I think we also had this last week for Taurus, for work and for money. Let's see if we pull one more, and we have the Piper card. This is about being duped or tricked. If you're waiting for an offer or if you're made a settlement, be careful. Make sure you do the proper research. Of course, put in a counter offer. Be aggressive in your counter offer. Know your value and know your worth for Taurus. If you do not feel comfortable with what's being offered, it may be for a reason, but know your line, know your limit, know your limits. That's what I have. Know your limits. Also for what you can push for and what you can ask for. Everything has a limit, guys. So let's pull a good tarot card to see what good advice we can give. All the cards are positive cards. They're still based on the Rider-Waite, but they all give a positive version. We have the Eight of Fire, the Eight of Wands. To me, this is information coming through. This is a traditional meaning of the card, but this is using what you have already at your disposal. And it's also about keeping what you have, recognizing the value in what you already have. And recognizing your value and your worth, knowing your value and your worth, and reinforcing that also professionally. So if you're being offered a job and you feel like the salary is too low, don't be too nervous to come back with a counter offer or counter demands in your kind of recruitment package. That's what I have for Taurus for the week of February 4th through the 11th for your Blitz reading. This is complimentary to last week. So if you want more details, please go look at last week's meeting. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about subscribing. Like, share also if you like. Thank you for joining me, guys. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.